Hello cinephiles and cineasts of YouTube, I'm Bill Robertson, and today I'm going to talk about one of the movies in my LaserDisc collection. James Cameron's The Abyss. I haven't seen this movie in years. I think the last time I watched it, I was a kid and still in school. It came out in 1989, and this is the Fox Home Video special widescreen edition of The Abyss. The picture quality on LaserDisc isn't all that fantastic. It's very grainy and the colors wash out very quickly. I have a little box. It takes the composite video or the S video out of the back of my LaserDisc player and converts it into HDMI to go into the high definition TV. And unless I have it adjusted incorrectly, the picture isn't very good at all. I'd like to get a VCR and a copy of some of these movies on VHS tape just to compare, to see what could be improved or how to improve, or what LaserDisc picture quality is in comparison to VHS. But it's fine for now. I know what it is. I bought a collection of 200 LaserDiscs and a Panasonic LaserDisc player. I paid $300 for the whole kit and caboodle. I mainly did it because of the collection included the original uncut Star Wars films, and along with it I got a lot of movies, mostly from the very late 80s and early to mid 90s, and I'm just going through them. The ones that I haven't seen, I'm just playing them as I go. The Abyss starts with an A. It's one of the early ones in the collection. They're all in alphabetical order, and that's the direction I'm going to go through them in. But The Abyss, like I said earlier, I have seen it before, but it's been so long since I've seen it, and I remember enjoying it so much that I wanted to watch it again. It still holds up as a very great movie. The movie was made by James Cameron and Gail Ann Hurd, the people who brought together the first Terminator movie, Aliens, and they may have even done T2 as well, I'm not sure. But James Cameron wrote and directed this, and at the time I think it might have been one of the most expensive movies ever made. I know that they had to design a lot of equipment for the film. What's cool about the LaserDisc is it opens up like an old record album, and prior to DVD and Blu-ray, what it has is just basically a couple paragraphs on the production and some stills in here to look at, and just some production notes. Talks about some of the equipment that they built, filming locations and whatnot, and on the back there's the story blurb as well with a couple more stills, chapter index and credits. But you could tell that this was leading up to the DVD that contains all the special features. This was just the first step in that process, and now we have Blu-ray and 4K Blu-rays with several commentary tracks and branching menus, and online, you can get online. But this is still very cool for how old it is. Like I said, the movie came out in 1989, but I'm not sure what year the LaserDisc was made. But it's a great movie. The story basically follows James Cameron's standard plot that he used in Avatar, that he used in Aliens. He always has a lot of trouble for the main cast, for the heroes of the movies that he makes, and just trouble after trouble. They're always getting into more and more in trouble. It feels like the stakes are constantly raised in his stories, and that's one of the things that makes him James Cameron so great. This movie contains one of the coolest and most intense scenes I've ever seen personally, where one of the main characters actually drowns and is brought back to life. She chooses to drown in order to save another person's life and potentially save her life. It's basically a risk, a gamble. She knows that she's unable to make it from a wrecked submarine back to their underwater mining headquarters. So she chooses to drown, and with the hopes that she will be able to be brought back to life. This movie also contains the precursor to the technology that James Cameron used in T2 for the T2, the T1000. The morphing metal, fluid metal look that T2 used was pioneered in this movie by Industrial Light and Magic, by George Lucas effects company. And the effects still hold up pretty well. I would like to watch this in high definition. I would like to get a copy of the Blu-ray just to see how this looks in high def, because like I said, the picture quality on the LaserDisc transferring from composite video through my converter box to a high definition display, it's really, the colors are really washed out. It's really grainy. The resolution is pretty terrible, but I mean, it's still watchable and enjoyable. But I would like to get it on Blu-ray just to see how some of these effects hold up today, because they look really good on this copy. This is the second video I've done on my LaserDisc collection. The first one I did was Assassins with Sylvester Stallone, Julianne Moore, and Antonio Banderas. I'll put a link to that so you can go check that out if you're a LaserDisc fan. I'm new to it. I've never had a LaserDisc player, never really watched them before, and this is really fun. I figure for $300 getting a really nice Panasonic player plus 200 movies is money well spent for a movie nerd like myself. Anyway, again, I'm Bill Robertson. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll send you a virtual hug. Take care, YouTube, and I'll see you next time.